Hey, Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today with a movie review, and I want to talk about MacGuber. I mean chicken nuggets. But I wanted to get a video in. And MacGuber came out back in 2010. That's another one of the Saturday Night Live skit movies. I remember the skit was either like he'd have someone that the disguise would create, or like he tried to defuse the bomb and he'd just start talking, and the thing would blow up and it'd be in the show. Well, MacGuber came to the big screen in 2010. And people say it flopped really hard. It didn't do very well because some people saying that they took something and they made it into like a filthy R-rated comedy, which it was. I thought it was funny. Now, the only time I saw it was back in my friend, right? I guess before I got internet or anything like that, he was the one that put my old-fashioned days video up on his channel. God, Faith Leads Its Ghost or something like that. I mean, it was a long time ago. And he had to split it in 2 parts, so I thank him for that. And then I had the whole half-hour thing I put on my channel whenever I was able to upload videos longer than 15 minutes. Anyways, he used to have a lot of the turn sites and stuff like that. He would put them on DVD. And apparently a lot of people were bugging him about that. And boy, with me, he said my tastes were so obscure that no one would care. But people asked him to like do Star Wars and stuff like that, where he could maybe get in trouble. I don't know. Well, anyways, when he was talking about MacGuber, there was a turn site. Some guy filmed it in the theater, and he put it on DVD, and I watched it. And it was funny. I mean, it was weird. I wonder what my dad to see. My dad said, "I can't understand what they're saying." I started watching something, but Dad was like that. I can't understand what they're saying. I don't want to see it. That's funny. I don't want to see it. Can't understand what they're saying. All right. So I had to watch by myself again. You know what I mean? Because sometimes Dad would just complain, or they say football's on, baseball's on. Or with Netflix, Dad said, Jody said, my sister said that she bought for both of us. Christmas 2014. I remember we both watched The Dictator, that one Sacha Baron Cohen movie, which had a couple scenes in there. It was pretty raunchy. And Dad said, "Well, I don't want to watch. I don't want to learn. TJ, I don't want to learn. I don't want to do it. I don't want to learn. You do it. You do it. You do it." Joey, I was getting yelled at, saying that was for both of you. He doesn't want to learn. He doesn't want to do it when he says he doesn't want. I mean, whatever. Anyways, and MacGuber had some exposure on WWE. Because anytime there's like a movie, I mean, when I used to really watch it. I mean, I was hardcore into wrestling for a while. Not anymore, but I was. And they had like a big thing where they were featuring like meeting up with all wrestlers like Chris Jericho, Big Show, Mark Henry, Great Khali, Kane, MVP. I don't want to tell you what happened, but that was his team go out to save the day and stuff. And something happened. I won't say it was. But I got a chance to watch MacGuber again properly on Amazon Prime. And I mean, and there's at the very end, there's like a big, what do you call it, slideshow, which most of it was funny. And then at the very end, there's like a scene with him playing the saxophone in the tree, and that's not a giveaway. That was just weird. At the very end of the movie, that was just weird. It wasn't funny. It was just weird. That's not a spoiler, though. But I mean, I'm glad I got to see it again. It's still really funny. It's really funny. And I loved it. I mean, it's like, I said, a huge flop. The budget was $10 million. It made like $9.8 million or something like that. And that was it. But there was bigger flops in Silent Live's history. Like Stuart, I hated the character Stuart Smalley. I think I did see Stuart save this family because Siskel and Ebert loved it, and then Howard Stern gave him hell about it. Said that was so boring. In 20 minutes, I shut it off. So that gave me a chance to see how boring it was. I don't know if I think I might have thought it was okay, but that was a huge flop. That barely made $1 million. It made $917,000, something like that. And then Pat was the biggest flop of all time for Silent Live skits. Because I remember 2000, it was back in the 90s, I mean, they had like some of the places you go shopping at would have like previewed movies on sale, you know. And I remember one of them, they wanted like $100 for a base in. You're out of your damn mind. That was back when, I remember in the 80s, like if you wanted to buy E.T. on VHS, it was like $300. Forget that. I mean, I didn't start really collecting. I mean, I didn't start seeing value tapes until a little bit McCoy's, but we barely collected tapes. My sister ordered Tears for Fears, a compilation of like 4 or 5 of their videos for a half hour long for like $21, which I thought was a ripoff, but at the time that's better than paying $300. Well, anyways, MacGuber is really, really funny. I thought it was hilarious. I know John said he didn't. Did you see MacGuber? Like, who? What's that? One of the skits. Oh! Going back to It's Pat. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of tapes of It's Pat the movie. I thought the character It's Pat was funny. And I didn't, as like, I mean, there was like about 20 tapes of that. I didn't know it existed. I didn't get it though, but then like a year or so later, I did see it on Cinemax. I thought it started out funny, and then, I mean, it's not a great movie, but then it just got kind of creepy. I thought the first 20 minutes were funny, and then it got creepy. But it was, I didn't hate it as much as some people. Now, I did not see all the Saturday Night Live skit movies. I saw Coneheads, which I was a big fan. I've seen a lot of them, but I mean, I'm trying to think of one I didn't see. I didn't see the Molly Shannon, like the Superstar one. I didn't see Ladies Man with Tim Meadows, but Tim Meadows was so funny on Son of Zorn. I might want to see that sometime. I think it was on Netflix. I didn't bother to get around to seeing it. Maybe. I have to look. I don't know. I remember like Night of the Roxbury. Some of those were good. Some of those were, you know. But I thought MacGuber was really funny. And if you haven't seen it, it's Untapped Gem. I mean, it's dirty. It's a raunchy, R-rated comedy. Foul mouth with some graphic violence in it, believe it or not. And also nudistry. That's why I call it nudistry. But I like MacGuber. I would give it a 9 out of 10. It's really funny. And if you get a chance to see it, definitely check it out. It's worth your time. But it's dirty. So I mean, if you're not in that raunchy comedy, you might not like it. Or you might be shocked at how. I mean, but I loved it. It's a great movie. So until next time, everybody, please take care of my lead. I gotta tell John about it because now it's free on Amazon Prime if you have Prime. Until next time, like I said, take care.